It's time travel coins again. I'm going back in time with my coin collection. I'm way back now in the reign of George II. George II, the second Hanoverian king, born on the 9th of November 1683, ascended to the throne on the 11th of June 1727, coronated on the 4th of October that year, and died on the 25th of October 1760. There weren't many copper coins issued in George II's reign. There was the farthing and the halfpenny in the early part of the reign, and I've got examples of those. So here's a fairly simple design for the obverse. It says George II Rex, which means king. And on the reverse, we still have Britannia making an appearance, holding the olive branch in her right hand and the trident in the left. Although it doesn't look much like a trident, does it? It's more like a staff. Words Britannia. 1733. Grade this about fine. And value it about £12. No mintage figures now. They weren't published going back this far. Here's the halfpenny. Same design, this is in better grade. See the detail of the laurel leaves there. And on the clothing. Reverse with Britannia. Again, better design. I'd say almost extremely fine. This coin, 1751, Britannia, very nice. I'll value this about £40. That's the copper finished. We'll go on to silver coins now. With the very tiny silver penny. The obverse. So this is 0.5 of a gram of silver. But it's quite a good rule of thumb that whatever denomination you've got in silver, it's 0.5 of a gram for every penny, because coins were worth their weight in silver. It's the reverse. So it's probably a Maundy penny, but I'm including it because I think it was used as currency as well. 1743, probably very fine. George II there was the last king to lead his troops into battle. And that was the Battle of Dettingen against the French, fighting with the Austrians and Germans. Next we have threepence. George II, Dei Gratia, by the grace of God. Different style 3 on the back of the threepence from what we've seen in my other videos. Date 1746. That's quite an important date because that was the year of the Battle of Culloden, when young Prince Charles tried to come over and take over the throne. Charles was the grandson of James II, but he was defeated at Culloden. The last land battle on UK soil. Move on to the sixpence. Here we have the young head of George II. Dei Gratia, by the grace of God. Here's the reverse. Quite a busy reverse there. We've got roses and plumes in the fields there. We've got the 3 lions for England and the Scottish rampant lion in the top shield. Bottom we've got the Irish harp. To the left we've got the Hanover coat of arms. To the right the fleur-de-lis for France, and lots of writing round the edge. All that stands for is King of Great Britain, France and Ireland, Defender of the Faith, Duke of Brunswick and Lunenburg, Arch Treasurer and Elector of the Holy Roman Empire. Yeah, you probably can guess now why they had to use lots of abbreviations. Quite a mouthful. That was 1731. Silver still quite sporadic in its mintage. It wasn't available all the time. Lots of conflicts around the world still. Here's a similar sixpence. But some of the coins just had the roses in the fields, and some were plain. So this is one with just roses. 1741. So both these coins value around 45 to 50 pounds. Probably a bit less now, I've just damaged them. We'll move on to the older head of George II. This one's minted 1757, probably in a bit better condition, but this was a slightly more common coin. We don't have the roses and plumes. We have all the 3 shields and better detail there in the centre, the St George's cross. Probably very fine, this coin. Next up is the shilling. Younger head. 1739. Same design as the sixpence, just larger. This is just over 6 grams of silver. We value it at about £55. Very fine. Slightly lower grade. I've got the more aged head here. You can see the bottom there, the words Lima. That's for Lima in Peru. That's where the silver was obtained. We were at war with Spain at that time. Spain was attacking our ships in the Caribbean. We tried to get revenge and get some silver off them, and we were successful. And Lima was stamped on all the coins in celebration of that from the silver that we captured. £1746. Next up is the half crown. Now, coins are getting quite expensive to buy in good grade now, and so this one, unfortunately, has got a couple of plugs in there. See at the top of the head. It's a half crown for George II. It's quite dark in tone as well. I'm actually tempted to clean this one. I know that's a sacrilege with coin collectors, but it's got good light on it at the moment and it's still quite dark. Given that it's plugged anyway, I thought dipping this might make it look nicer, just for me, not particularly because I want to resell it. And here's the reverse. 1741. So this weighs just over 15 grams. We have the older head with the lemur again on here. Another plug coin, unfortunately. So both these half crowns probably would value about £50. If they didn't have those plugged holes, they'd be worth in the hundreds. So you can get a heavy discount on them when they've got this damage. Reverse. And then finally, we have a crown. Big chunky 30.1 grams of silver. I only have the older head version of this, but very expensive. This is probably just in fine grade. It's not particularly high grade. 1743. But you just won't find many of these for sale because there simply aren't many of them. Probably value this around £400. So all these coins got the same reverse with the same shields. Just obviously the size and the weight of the coins increases with the denomination. So there we have my George II coins. Let me know what you think. Next video up, I'll be going back to the reign of George I. Thanks for watching.